Skip it up and that up.
So as we all know, during the Video Game Awards, Geoff Keighley made the announcement that Hideo Kojima, the developer of Metal Gear Solid 5 and the Metal Gear Solid series in general, would not be attending because Konami's lawyers would not let him attend the show. And he made it very clear that he was not happy about that situation. And I was pretty impressed with this speech. I'll have a link to it below in the description. You can go check it out and see what he had to say about Hideo Kojima not being allowed to show up to the Video Game Awards. But there's something else interesting about Geoff Keighley's speech, is that it wasn't planned. No one knew that he was going to say that, and that was just him going off the cuff. And I'm very impressed that he actually did that and was brave enough to stand up to Konami. This is what Keighley said about his speech in a Reddit AMA. He explained what happened. "It just broke my heart that he couldn't be with us," referring to Hideo Kojima. "Something had to be said. I didn't tell anyone on the show team what I was going to say, and it wasn't rehearsed." Geoff continues, "I wanted him to know that we were thinking of him. I was trying to do all I could to make him feel connected to the show, even if he couldn't be with us physically in LA. Heartbreaking situation." Keighley also said that Kojima was watching the Video Game Awards show, and this is what he had to say about that. "Yes, he was watching it live in Tokyo with friends. He tweeted a bit during the show." First and foremost, you could think whatever you want to about Geoff Keighley, but you gotta give him credit, man, for doing that. That took a lot of balls. Most people who run award shows like that, or television shows in general, wouldn't dare go up against a corporation like that. And he, with no script, not giving anyone else on his production team any kind of warning, called out a corporation, a big corporation like Konami, during a video game awards show. So it takes a lot of balls to do that, and I got to give him a lot of credit for doing that. And I think the industry as a whole is very thankful for him having the set to call out Konami for what they did, because what they did was absolutely horrible, and what Geoff said needed to be said. And he said it in a professional way. He didn't call them dicks or assholes or something like I would do. He just said, hey, we wanted Hideo Kojima here. It's a shame he couldn't be here, and we wish he was here. And it was because of Konami and their lawyers that he wasn't here. And that's the part where people were shocked, because damn, you're saying the reason why Hideo Kojima wasn't there? You aren't lying like most people do on TV to cover corporations' asses? That was impressive, man. Geoff put it all out there, and most people wouldn't. They would not. And to Konami, what more can I say? I've ripped you a new one before. I've beaten to death the reasons why I think you're a shitty company now. Hell, the whole gaming industry, game devs went on Twitter after you did what you did to Kojima during the Video Game Awards show and said they despise you. There were people in the industry really going at you, Konami. Hell, even the former president of Square Enix went after you and said what you did to Kojima is just bad business and a horrible idea. This is it for you. No one, the consumers aren't going to respect you, Konami. Other game developers don't respect you. Who's going to want to work for you? Even if you want to stay in the AAA game business, who is going to want to fuck with you? No one's going to want to buy your games because they hate you now because of what you did to Kojima. And no one's going to want to work for you because they know it's a horrible place to work. The work environment, I've talked about it before. The work environment at Konami is awful. It's unbearable there. You're screwed all around. The only thing I'd say is that, Konami, I hope your pachinko machines and your fucking bullshit mobile games make you enough money to save you, because you just alienated your entire fan base. They're done with you. They want nothing to do with you. Even if there is a Metal Gear Solid 6, I don't know, especially if it's not developed by Kojima, which it sure shit doesn't seem like it would be at this point, it's not going to save you. No one, you're like the cancer of the gaming industry now. No one wants to fuck with you. It's a shame, man, because there was a time that Konami was the third-party pinnacle of quality, and those days are long gone. Shame on you, and shame on you for your terrible, terrible, selfish, and abhorrent business decisions you've made over the past few years. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.